Okay, so I had this weird vision, dream, while I was asleep this morning, around 5:30 in the morning. So I usually fall asleep watching this Jimmy Swagger show. Yeah, you might be saying Jimmy Swagger. Yeah. I disagree with his preaching, but I do like his worship in ministry. It's wonderful, okay? But I disagree with his message overly. So this is what I saw. All of a sudden, I was asleep. I was totally asleep, and I had this vision. I had this dream. A young guy, I would say in his late 20s, early 30s. The most he would be like 35, 36, 37, no more than that. He was a young guy. Okay, I'm 54, so I can say he was a young guy. He was wearing a rope. He was wearing a rope. It was not the rope that we see in the movies. It was sort of a tie rope. It was a two-piece rope. Okay, it was not just one-piece rope. It was a two-piece rope. The fabric, the textile was kind of shredded, okay, but very fine, very fine shredding, okay. It was not like bumpy shredded textile, okay. It was very beautiful, and it was sort of it was not white. It was not a white robe, but it was sort of a grayish, gray tone robe, and it had like and that got my attention. It had like pink stripes and yellow stripes, very thin pink and yellow stripes. But overall, the robe was gray, okay, gray color. So he was wearing sandals. I do not remember the color of the sandals, how they were built. I do not remember. I just remember that he was wearing sandals. That's all I remember. The skirt, he had a skirt. Okay, it was not a one-piece robe. It was like a skirt. It was all the way to his ankle. Okay, all the way to his ankle. Okay, so what got my attention, and this is weird. What really got my attention is that I couldn't see his face. I couldn't see his face. That was in the beginning. I didn't know why. What was the reason that I couldn't see his face? So he was like pacing to the right. Okay, he was not like walking forward and coming backwards. No, he was just pacing in one direction. Okay, and there was something right next to him. Everything was happening in my room. And you'll be surprised when I say the distance, okay? Everything was going on in my room, okay? He was in front of me to the left, okay? And he was pacing to his right. So in my case, that would be to my left. And there was something to his right, in this case to my left, that he wanted to go to, but something was impeding him to go to that place. Okay, it was like a desk. It was like a wooden. It was like a wooden cubicle, something related to maybe a throne. I'm not sure. Okay, I do not remember what was right next to him to his right. Okay, and I was looking at him. And I was scared because when I saw him, in my mind, since I am a Christian man, I said, hey, if that guy is the one that I think he is, I'm in trouble. Because I do not believe that I am behaving properly as a Christian man. So I'm in deep trouble. That's what came to my mind. So in your dreams, you can have those realizations that eventually you might be in trouble, okay? So he was not looking at me straight forward. He was still paying attention to whatever he had to his right. Okay, it was a desk, it was a wooden structure. I don't know what it was. Okay, all of a sudden, he looks at me, and then I got scared because I remember that I said to myself, what if he is a demon? What if he is a demon? That came to my mind. But I look at him, and I said, no, that is Jesus. He is Jesus. And I knew that I was in the presence of the Word of God. I knew that was Jesus. I saw his beard, okay, and I saw his hair. It was like a brownish hair, okay. Besides that, his face was covered, okay. I'm gonna say that again. His face was totally covered, okay. What got my attention is that I thought that Jesus was Middle Eastern, like a Sephardi Middle Eastern, okay. That got my attention. Because in my mind, I thought he was Sephardi, Middle Eastern, Jewish Sephardi Middle Eastern. But what I saw, he was a Caucasian guy. What I saw was a Caucasian guy. Not precisely Swedish or Norwegian or Finnish. He was a Caucasian guy, like let's say from maybe northern Italy, from Florence, from those areas. Okay, he was a Caucasian guy. That's what I saw. Okay, that's what I saw. I couldn't see his beard because he was covered. His face was covered. So all of a sudden he's looking at me, and I said to myself, he's gonna talk to me. Remember, keep in mind, I'm a Christian man. Regardless of my behavior, I'm a Christian man. So I know my Bible, okay? So when he was looking straight to me, he was staring at me, he took his time. I don't know how long did he take to do what he did later on. But it was maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 2 hours, maybe 30 minutes. I don't remember how long did it take for him to do something. So I said to myself, he's gonna say something. He's gonna tell me something. He's gonna talk to me, and I'm scared because my behavior is not the right one. I'm scared. At that point, I was not in awe anymore because I knew that whatever he was gonna tell me, it was not gonna be good. It was not gonna be good. I knew. I saw it coming, okay? I saw it coming. All of a sudden, he stares at me deeply, straight to my eyes. And he looks at me. Keep in mind, I'm asleep. I'm totally asleep. He looks at me, and I'm ready to hear his words. Words of condemnation, words of punishment. He extends his arms like this, both arms. That was beautiful. And I didn't know what was going to happen. Okay? Like this. His arms. And then his arms started to grow longer, and longer, and longer, and longer, and longer, and longer. And all of a sudden he had a 20 feet arms. And when he's about to reach me, when he's about to reach, I was scared. I was scared. I was about to yell. I was about to scream because I didn't know what he was going to do with me. All of a sudden, when his arms are coming straight to my eyes, they became two beams of light. Two beams of light, and they hit me in my eyes and the bottom of my forehead. And I woke up. So by the time his arms reached me, they became two beams of light, a bright light, a very, very bright light. And I woke up. Now, my room is not 20 feet long or 20 feet wide. How in the world he was like 20 feet away from me? And he was in my room. I don't understand. But he is the Word of God. He can do whatever he wants. He had a message for me. I don't know. He wanted to heal me. I don't know. He wanted to warn me. I don't know. Most likely, when reading my Bible, I will understand later on. Next month, next year. I don't know. But he will talk to me. But when I woke up, when he hit me, what got my attention was that I couldn't see his face. I couldn't, he was covered. And then I realized, what a fool I am. What a fool. He was wearing a coronavirus mask. He was wearing a mask. Jesus was wearing a mask. Jesus, he was wearing a mask. It was a long mask. The mask would cover even, it was a straight line mask, okay? Not like ours, that ours is like, goes like this. You see? His was like this one, like this. It was the same, imagine his robe. It was the same color of his robe. I didn't see the stripes holding his ears. That I didn't see, okay? But Jesus was wearing a coronavirus mask. Can you believe that? That's amazing. That's unbelievable, okay? That's what I saw. That's what I saw, and that's what I wanted to share with you. My name is Miguel from South Beach, Florida. Thank you. I appreciate your company, okay? Bye-bye.